Aloha, I'm Clinton Rilveria. This is submitted for Arquette at Lourdes University College in Business and Leadership. This is for 3 credits for BUS340A, and this is for summer semester 2017, and today is July 27th, 2017. So once again, I am Clinton, or you can call me CJ. I'm a senior at Lourdes University. I was born and raised in Maui, Hawaii. My internship was at Kinola Home Malama LLC Adult Residential Memory Care Home, and that's located in Hilo, Hawaii. So Kinola Home Malama, I'll give you a little background of it. It's actually located on a peaceful and quiet 1-acre property, and in this facility there are 5 bedrooms. 3 of them have their own bathrooms. The other 2 actually have to share a bathroom. There's also 1 office and 1 laundry room, and also 1 kitchen and living room located in this facility. So here are some pictures. This is the outside of the facility. This is right when you walk into the main door. And once you walk in through the main door, you get into the kitchen right here and then living room right there. And this is located on the east side of the facility, and this is the patio. This is where the residents actually hang out in the afternoons where it's nice and cool. This is actually netted fence or windows, so there's no bugs or mosquitoes that can get to them or bite them and stuff like that. And also out here we actually leave out fruits, and this is where we get our fruits from the 1-acre property. There's many variety of fruits that we have on an acre. Coconuts, passion fruits, avocados, breadfruit, tangerines, oranges, all the good things, and also bananas and pineapples. And we actually leave it out in our patio so our residents can actually munch on them, but we don't leave too many out because we don't want them to eat too much. These are other also pictures of Kinola home. So this is actually located on the west side, opposite side of the patio, and this is like the more adventure side where it's more open, where you get more fresh air. But the residents actually hang out here in the morning to sunbathe and enjoy the sun before it gets a little too hot in the afternoon. This is the original blueprint and the fire escape evacuation if anything needs to go wrong. We have our blueprint tells us where to go, and it shows all the locations of the bedrooms, kitchen, living room, etc. Over here, this is located in the main hallway. That is the certificates that we need to have our facility in there at all times, so when inspectors come and check it, we have proof that we are legal and certified. This is the 5th bedroom, and down here, if you can see, we actually have a sign and it says, "Don't forget to put up the bed rails," and that's just to remind us and also remind the residents so they don't forget to put up the bed rails because we don't want any of them to get hurt. This is what a typical bedroom looks like for the residents. They have a bed, a countertop, a lamp, and big windows so the natural sunlight can shine in. And also this is their walk-in bathroom with also another big window, a sink, and a toilet at the same time. So this is my supervisor, and her name is Cheryl Pattikin. She's administrator and care home owner and operator of Kinola facility. She has 34 years of experience in working and managing homes in Hawaii and California, and 12 out of those 34 years she has worked with clients that has Alzheimer and dementia. She also has her CNA, MA, and PA. So what I have learned as an intern. So coming into this internship, I came in as someone thinking that I knew everything, and then I soon realized I didn't. I actually have a lot to learn. So I actually took a step back and opened my mind and kind of had that creative mindset. And so with that creative mindset, I actually helped create advertisements for Kinola since it's a new business in Hilo right now. So this advertisement actually helped create social media, for example, Facebook, Instagram. We even have our own Snapchat, which is really cool. I also helped create a website. I actually made a website and I had to get it through my supervisor, and if she liked it, then she would publish it. So she's actually making one her own, and then we're actually going to compare which one is better, or which one, we want to combine it and go from there, since we can have both of our perspectives on one website. I also helped create card magnets for more advertisement, and we actually contacted a newspaper to see if we can get our advertisement in a newspaper to get our name out for around the whole island of the Big Island. And we also try to create partnerships. The partnerships are actually we try to create with the high schools, colleges, hospitals, and funeral homes and airlines nearby located where we are. So for the partnership we try with the high schools and colleges is we try to talk to the students to see if they're interested in working at a nursing facility. There's a lot of nurses there, so we try to get them get some work experience or their clinical hours there to get a little more background, so they're ready or prepared for the future. Or even if they want a job to get employed, they can come talk to us. So that's why we went to those high school and colleges. The hospitals, we actually went and gave them a gift basket, and we talked to them about putting our advertisement up in their hospital, because some of those people don't have health insurance and they can't get admitted to the hospital. So this is why we actually went there to talk to them and put our advertisement out there for them. So for those people that can't get admitted, they can come to our place and we can take care of them. The funeral homes, there's actually, if I'm not mistaken, there's 2 to 3 funeral homes on the Big Island, and we wanted to create a partnership with them. So for example, if one of our patients sadly passed away, we would contact that funeral home and they would come and pick them up and then do the whole process of the funeral. And during the funeral we would actually put our advertisement out there, put like a sorry for your loss kind of gift, just to say that we did our part to help them get to where they are right now. Also, the airlines was a pretty cool thing, because Big Island is more the excluded island, and all the other islands are getting overpopulated and stuff like that. So we actually wanted to start a business here on the Big Island, where it's gonna be next, where all the islands or all the native people are actually gonna move to the Big Island because they don't like the increase of population on the other islands. So we actually wanted to put our advertisement in the airlines, like magazines, say that this is where we're located at, or even the pilots can do it like on intercom, like Kinolau Malama Home Care Center is your #1 care home, something like that, just to get our name out, just to say, hey, we're on the map over here. So that's pretty interesting. The sponsors for our event was was really interesting to me, and I actually play volleyball for Lourdes University, and volleyball is actually really big here in Hawaii. So I actually talked to two of the volleyball coordinators here that runs events here on Maui and on the Big Island, and I asked them if we could actually be a sponsor for them. We could have a big banner and we would support them with the water or food for the athletes that are playing there, which is really cool. And in August 18th, 19th, and 20th, I'm actually playing in a volleyball tournament to represent Kinolau as our sponsor, me and a few other teammates from Lourdes University. So that should be really interesting and excited. But yeah, so all of this actually started with my creative mind to think of new ideas to get Kinolau out there and our name out there for people to locate us. So these are some of the advertisements that I created. Here, for example, was the card magnet. These are the brochures and business cards for us right when you walk into the main door to your left. This was actually, we just made, had an open house on July 22nd, which was this past Saturday. And sadly it wasn't there because I had to go for some family purposes. I couldn't be there. So for all this hard work that me and my supervisor, what we've done, we actually made it to the Best of Hawaii 2017, which I didn't know about, or any of us, and it's only located on the Big Island. And people get to vote for what up and running company is gonna be successful later on. And we haven't got the results back, so hopefully we're up there, and we can just go from there. So the future plans, I actually got to put some of my thought into the future plans, and we're actually thinking of expanding. So if you can see here, this is our little scrabble blueprint that we drew up, and this is one of the contractors that actually made actually a blueprint of how it looks like the individual rooms. So to explain a little bit, the new facilities will include 20 bedrooms. They include, actually they are by 14 by 10, and it comes with a toilet, sink, and a walk-in shower. For all 20 of those rooms, that's what they have for each individual resident. So that's really spacious and really awesome to have, because our residents can move around. And located in the front, down over here, is actually a main dining hall, kitchen, and a snack bar. And also in the front, there's also the main office right in front of the entrance, so we can see if anyone is coming in or out. And also there's 3 studios located throughout the new facility that we plan to have. And also in the middle, there's a huge, nice big gazebo with a nice garden that we plan to have, and also a fish pond, just to make it more natural, more paradise, I guess you could say is the word. So, yeah. So learning experience that I had was really interesting. As you can see, I was working with some of the residents. Also got to work in the office, and actually got to clean up the facility, actually the whole facility. It was really fun, actually. My supervisor made me do all of these things because she went through all these things, and this is where she is today. She had to work with the residents, work on the table, on the phone, and clean the facility all by herself. She used to run this place all by herself until she actually hired a few people to help her out. So to have all these 3 aspects of me working with the residents, being on the phone, doing advertisement, all of that, and actually cleaning the facility actually makes me a better, well-rounded person, instead of me working on one thing, just individual, and hiring someone else for another individual job. So she's actually preparing me to be the best I can be, and have more things on my resume saying that I can do more than one thing instead of just focusing on one thing. So that was my learning experience. I actually got to be really excited to do all 3 of these things. Yes, it was hard work, but it definitely paid off. To conclusion, my supervisor is actually my mom's sister, which makes her my auntie, and she actually made me work very hard at this internship. I actually came in thinking that this internship was going to be easy because she is my auntie, but since we're family, she made it really hard on me. She didn't want to make it easy. She didn't want to make it, too easy for me. I can just ride it through and get a, easy internship. She actually wanted me to experience what life is going to be. She wanted me to work hard every day. Man, I know some days I did slack off, but it definitely caught up to me, and this is what she got. She kept giving me these tasks to do here and there, just kept the pressure on me, and she wanted to see how I could handle under pressure, and I felt like I did all right. But yeah, she made me work for it, and definitely it's going to help me in the long run. Overall, I think my internship was very fun. I think I definitely would love to do it again. But the problem for me was that I actually did most of the internship back in Ohio through my laptop. I'm working, doing advertisement, getting the phone calls. It was hard because there was a 6-hour time difference between us. So, she'd call either really early in the morning or really late. I actually had to wake up and do that. And whatever she told me to do, I need to do it now. So that was really hard. I would really like to work more at the work site, even though I probably had 3 or 4 days there. Excuse me. But those 3 or 4 days were very hard. So she did also prepare me to actually work at the website, work at the work area and on the computer. Meaning to have like two different business perspectives of it. So kind of like, you know, when you work here, you're gonna go travel and you need to work on a computer, and you know, vice versa. So that was pretty cool that she made me do that, because I can have two sides of it instead of just focusing on one. And so yeah, that's the main thing. Honestly, I wish I could just have more work time at the work area, but you know, just like I said, it's awesome to have two different business perspectives working here and there at the same time. So mahalo and thank you.